everybody! So today's such a lovely day. We thought we'd go onto the deck and pour some little 8x8 canvases. I've got a willing participant along with me today. So come along and we're going to take you through all the steps of acrylic pouring. Okay, so this is Keith and he's chosen 3 colours. They're both acrylic paints, readily available, and we're going to be mixing them with a pouring medium called Floetrol. This is going to extend the paint in order to allow you to pour onto a canvas. Okay, so Keith's popped about a quarter into his acrylic paint into his cups. Each colour goes into each cup. And we've added the Floetrol into nearly to the top of the cup. And we're going to stir those colours. Today we're stirring with little paddle pop sticks or popsicle sticks if you're from the US. Easily available in craft stores. So once your paint is dropped into the bottom of your cup, and because we're using such a small canvas today, we're only using these little shot glasses, and you can get them from party supply stores or Spotlight. It just minimizes waste. So we're going to bring all that color together, scraping the sides. Go slow. Take your time. It's a really lovely journey to mix these paints. So what you need to make sure is you're scraping the sides very gently and thoroughly to make sure all of the, bring your hands down, relax. All of the lumps are out of the paint. Some paints are thicker than others. So if you find you've got a slightly more premium line, these are fairly budget. These Semco paints, they don't require any additional water added. But if you, for instance, have slightly thicker paint like this Derivan student paints, these are actually a lot thicker. So when I pop each paint, you know, a teaspoon into the bottom of the shot glass, this would require thinning back with some water. So you want to get it to a kind of creamy consistency so that your paddle pop stick doesn't stand up in it. So this is very thick. Okay, so once you've mixed all of your colours, how are you going there, Keith?
Nearly there.
Okay, so I can see Keith's still got some of the Floetrol stuck to the side of his, so that's not completely mixed, so that will need to go back, and you need to make sure all that's brought in. The great thing about using clear cups is actually you can see where the paint's sticking to the side of the cup. So if you're using paper cups, just really scrape the sides and bottom of the cup, and you really need to stir for at least 30 seconds to a minute. There we go. So we're going to make sure all of that's combined. I can feel a crack in that cup. I reuse these cups over and over and over again. Got a little allergy today. Oh, that's looking good, Keith. So just need to bring that magenta through. And then the final step, we're going to add 2 drops in this volume of Cell Magic or acrylic pouring oil. And I've picked that up at Spotlight, but you can get that online. Oh, look at that color. I love purple. It's my favorite color. Such a lovely color. And you can see that the Floetrol does dilute the color a bit, but once it dries, it goes to its color that you see when you squeeze out the tube. So just scraping those sides. How are you going with that, Keith?
Good.
Excellent. So we're going to keep those paddle pop sticks in. We're going to take the silicone oil and you're going to drop two drops into each of those cups.
Stirring.
Okay, great. Now we're nearly ready to pour. Stir it twice, just very gently, each one. And we're going to do a standard little cup pour. So we're going to take all our paints and put them into a cup. Now think about, do you like orange, blue or magenta more? And think about your ratios. What colors do you want to see more of? So pour less of the ones you want less of, and maybe punctuate with the color that you want less of, and the one you want more dominant, just use a bit more volume. I like to actually do bits and pieces at a time, so not pouring all the colors in. Ooh, look at my color combo. I'm using a purple, a turquoise and a gold. Absolutely love that mix. Now you can hold back some of the color in order to free pour after, just to kind of create a little bit of design. But otherwise, make room for yourself. We're working today on a puppy training pad. So make sure you got a little bit of space. Get rid of your paints that you've been squeezing on, because what's going to happen now is your paint's going to flow all the way over. Because we're pouring in little glasses today, there won't be so much excess. Okay, Keith, grab your canvas and pop it on top of your cup, and we're going to flip. Now drop your hands down. Pop your canvas right down on your cups that we're using as plinths, and get ready to lift the cup, and then you're going to gently pick up the canvas and tilt it around for your desired design.
Here we go.
Hold down your canvas, that's it. Whoa, that's it. Oh, lovely. So don't tilt yet, just enjoy what's happening here on the canvas. That's really cool. So you can see the cells forming, you can see your colorways. Now you're going to pick up your canvas and just gently tilt. Don't worry your hands get messy, and take the canvas where you want to take it in terms of what colors you want to reveal, what colors you want to push off, and also just enjoy the flow of the paint. Oh yeah, I love those colors. So maybe come a little this way because that's stretching. Come on to this corner. Oh yeah, look at that. So you've got some really true cells there. And we're going to have a little play with the micro torch too. Take it a little bit over there. Right, I'm going to tell you a little trick here. Don't stretch too far. Drop your canvas back down. I'm just going to pop mine off.
Oh, cool colors.
So we've obviously chosen very different colors here. Oh, I love how that's really stretchy, and then these are really tight little cells. So you'll start to see what you really love about the design, and then you literally just play with it. Okay, so that gold streak will dry metallic in mine. Now, lots of people tend to want to stretch their design all the way to the edge of their canvas. See over here where I've got a little bit of white? You can easily just tease your design over, and because Floetrol is a self-leveling agent, it will naturally just settle. So just don't worry too much about your edges. Okay, Keith, have a think about that. Push some of your design to the edge very gently using your stick, and that stops you from disrupting what design you already had. So you can gently nudge the canvas. That's it, perfect. Don't butter, so don't go back and forth. Just what you want to do is try and do it in one action. That's it. Now if you butter back and forward, you're just going to create brown with those colors. So yes, do one little sweep to the edge on that corner. That's perfect. In one guiding action, you'll create that stretch that you might want. And a lot of people try and stretch the whole canvas across, and you tend to lose your design by doing that. Brilliant. Okay, drop that down, wipe it on the side or with a towel, and then use it on this side. Now I've got a Gustav Klimt inspired design here. Okay, so here we go. Right, so that's basically the process now. we're going to have a little go at a heat gun here. Now I'm just going to show Keith how that works. This is a little trade flame that I got at Bunnings, and essentially all you're doing is coming into your design and working in some little micro bubbles. Sometimes they appear and sometimes they don't, but they give a lovely little texture. So you can see I'm getting some little bubbles in here. Might take a little bit of time to tease that out. Okay, Keith, right, we're going to do a swipe now. You're not using the torch, I'm afraid. So, we're going to do a little swipe just to finish our design. I know it looks beautiful now, but I want to teach you the swipe. Essentially, all you're going to be doing is taking a little bit of your colour, and I suggest the orange. Have you got any left?
Sure do.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to drop a little bit over here in a line, right across. Yeah, perfect, but right to the edge. Right to the edge. Go right to the edge of it. Back. To the back edge. Yes, perfect. Okay, you're going to rest this on top so it grabs the paint. Just rest it so it adheres to the... And I want you to just... Yep, so when you see it grab, and then drag. Perfect. Keep going. Right, gently across. Right, keep going. Perfect. Brilliant. And drop that down. Now watch what happens. See how you get a slightly more tessellated effect, and you can actually, if you want, still play with the design. Okay, there we go. So that's a basic cut pour with a swipe to create, and you don't have to swipe all the way over your canvas. You can choose to do a swipe just in parts. So how did you find that?
That's great.
Cool.
Yeah, easy.
All right, guys. So I haven't decided whether I'll swipe mine or not. That's my Klimt inspired pour 8x8, and I hope to see you soon.